My guest is Lisa. Lisa, why are you here?
Steve, I'm here today because about a year ago, my daughter had a baby, and he was 19. He passed away at 19 days old. And
I'm sorry for your loss.
today would have been his first birthday.
Today would have been his first birthday.
Yes. And he was in the care of his mother when he passed away. And I want some answers today to find out if it was accidental or if she had anything to do with
And this is your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. What were you told is the cause of death?
They told me the autopsy report said it was positional suffocation, so which meant that either the way he was laying on his mother, that his little mouth or nose or whatever could have suffocated on her chest or to the pillows on the couch.
And he was only 19 days old, so that's something that possibly could have happened. Why do you believe that it was something other than that?
When the baby was born, she really didn't show no attachment to the baby. You know what I'm saying? I always had the baby all the time. And she would leave the house and come back like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, on different occasions. And, oh my God.
So she wasn't acting like a good mother?
No, I mean, she just really didn't show that. I don't know if it's because the father of the child was incarcerated. You know, she would tell me stuff like, she can't do this by herself. Oh my God, look at my grandson.
I'm sorry.
At first, I thought it was postpartum depression, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, I'm a mother of 7. But I started seeing some signs that made me think other than that, you know?
Why don't you tell me what happened the day that this happened?
The day that it happened, she had came in like early that morning. I can't really say what time. It might have been 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And I took the baby that morning with one of my other children. And, you know, we had left the house or whatever. And when I did come back later on that afternoon, she was sitting in my truck. And I noticed that she really wasn't herself. It just seemed strange to me how she was acting, you know. When she came in the house, she instantly laid on the couch and like was kind of like really, really extremely tired, like, you know, and I felt like it was a little odd how she was acting. When I got ready to leave, she asked me to leave another one of my children there with her, and I told her no. I'm not leaving her with you because these are your children, this is your responsibility, and I'm not gonna put that burden on her because I always have your child, you know what I'm saying? So I left the house, and before I left, I had gave him a bottle, changed his pamper, changed his sleeper, I laid him in the bassinet, so she told me to give him to her. And I told her to get up off the couch because my biggest fear was always that something was going to happen by her laying on the couch with him. She woke up a little bit. When I left, they were still laying on the couch. So I left the house and I went to take, you know, my children wherever we were going. When I got back to the house, I knocked on the door. When I left, the door was unlocked. The bottom lock was off because I didn't have a key to the house. So I left the door unlocked. When I got back, the top lock was on. I thought that was kind of odd, you know what I'm saying? Why would the top lock be on? So I'm banging on the door. She's like from the distance between, like maybe a little further from me and you, the couch was right there, the door was right there. Why couldn't she hear the door? Like, I'm banging, 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 and I'm calling her name, Jasmine, open the door, blah, blah, blah. She finally did, you know, answer me, and she came to the door, And when she came to the door, she turned the light out. And I'm like, why the hell is the top lock on, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, one of the kids put the top lock on. I said, no, you're only here with your 2 kids. How can anybody else put the lock on the door? I thought it was a little bit odd, Steve, you know what I'm saying? Because why would you turn the light out and all that stuff? At that point, when I did get into the house, she noticed that, well, so she acted like she noticed that something was coming out of his nose. And instantly, I picked up the phone, I called 911. She ran into the kitchen and she started putting water on his face. I seen that his hands was white and his lips was white, but I didn't want to scare her, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't exactly sure if he was gone or not, but in my stomach, I knew he was gone. So they told me to take him and put him on the couch so his airways could open up or whatever. And by the time that I laid him on the couch, 911, they were at the door. They took us to the hospital. And when we got to the hospital, I exploded. Like, it just didn't seem to me like she really, really seemed that. I mean, she was upset, but I feel like I was like, she was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, what you mean, oh my God? What did you do to my grandson?
I can't believe that you accused me of killing my baby. How could you?
What you
I
mean,
would
how
never
could
do
I?
nothing to harm
So
my
give me
baby.
some answers then.
I asked you that night. I asked you that night, could you be there? I asked you, could you leave? I need my sister home with me because I had a bad headache.
That's not her
You could have just left her there with me. I asked you. I asked you, maybe that night he would still be here.
No, it's not. You're not gonna put this blame on me.
I never did put it on you. But you being my mom, I always was there for you.
What does that have to
the next
do?
time when he came home that night and we laid down to go to sleep, he was gone after that.
Okay.
Why would I want to do something to harm him?
I want to know why would you do
But
something.
why would
I want to know
why
what's
would
the
you? I don't
truth.
understand. Like, why you never said this to me? I asked you all the time to talk to me. I'm your daughter, and you don't never talk to me.
This is D.
Why don't you tell me what happened that night?
My mom came home from her visit, and we had been home for hours. It wasn't like she just came home and I just came home out of nowhere and was high. Like, we had been home. It was probably like a good 2 hours that we were all at home together. And I told my mom, I said I had a bad headache. I wear glasses, so I do get bad migraine headaches. I asked her, could you leave my sister at home with me? Because I didn't want to be at home by myself with my 3-year-old and him, and maybe I might fall into a deep sleep. And I said that to her before she left home. She didn't want that to happen. She didn't want to take that ride by herself. So I was asleep before she even left home. I didn't even know she was gone until I was awoken by her knocking on the door. One thing I was told by one of my family members was that he came to the house that night. And I didn't know, this was when I didn't know my mom was still gone. He said he came to the house that night and he was knocking on the door. He said well, at the time he was 2, he was at the door playing with the door. And that must have been how the door got locked, because he said it was someone, it was a child at the door playing with the door like they were trying to unlock it. And he said he heard my newborn baby crying. And that's what drives my mind crazy, because I don't understand, like, maybe if I would have heard the door, I would have opened it and my baby would still be here. I didn't do anything to harm my son.
Your son's father is here.
Yes.
How does he feel about what happened?
He's torn apart because he was in jail when it happened, and he never got to officially hold him. He never got to see him. None of that.
Why you ain't tell me you was high the day before that happened with my son? What's wrong with you, yo? You got a newborn baby. How you gonna do something like that, yo? That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. You mad, immature, and childish, man. Swear to God, yo. You don't take care of nothing you need to take care of, man. Yo, man. That's my baby, yo. That's my son, man. I ain't never get to see my son hold my son. My baby gone, man. Man, that's crazy, yo. That's my firstborn son, man. Now I ain't got nothing, man. Nothing at all, man. Yo, then you talk about he was here for 19 days. He was with my mom for a week before he came back with y'all. So the 7 days out of 19, okay, nothing.
Okay, because I was trying to keep your mom and my mom happy at the same time.
You wasn't trying to do nothing.
Didn't you or your mom didn't care? Hold up, how can you come out here? How can you come out here and come in my face and say what you saying to me? When you know that you didn't care. You didn't care about it.
You ain't care about it. What you talking about?
You didn't love me. I wasn't nothing to you until you went to jail.
So what? That's my baby. What that got to do with my? What that got to do with my son? That ain't got nothing to do with my son.
What's
wrong with you,
Nobody wanted
That's
him.
my son.
Your mom
That's
didn't
gone.
care.
That's my son.
When my baby born, then all of a sudden he just so important.
Whatever, yo. Swear to God, whatever, man. Then you talking about, man.
Man, all I want is when these results to come back. When these results come back, I want an apology from you and my mom.
I'm not apologizing for nothing. Because either way, it's still your fault. But either way, it's still your fault.
I didn't kill him.
Either way, it's still your fault. Either way, it's your fault.
I didn't kill him.
Yes, it's still your fault. It's still your fault. It's still your fault. It's still your fault. It's still your fault.
Did you ever tell him about what happened?
I did tell him that, and it was hard. It was really hard.
But when you told me, a year later, when I came home, that's when you told me.
Because
nothing. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. How could you make an excuse for that? There's no excuse for that.
She needs to get up out that chair with them fake crocodile ass tears. First and foremost, she telling you that I stopped her from calling his mother. I asked her.
Mom, stop lying. Stop lying.
You to lie. I asked you that you want me to tell your mother.
I'm telling you to that now. You are lying. You are lying. I swear my baby life. You are lying. You argue with me. You argue with me. You told me.
She don't like you. That's why.
Here go right here. Here go right here. You called me. You called.
No.
You said she was not a part of my life when I was pregnant. Don't lie on national TV. Don't say that.
Lying on national TV with your fake ass tears.
Like
You
that.
barely even crying.
Mom, stop. All this right now is not helping. It's not going to make you feel better.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not going to change anything. So
No, it's not.
we need to stop this right now. You wanted the results. You want to hear them. You want to hear them. We're going to get to them. After I read the results, then everybody has to decide how they want to go forth in their life, what you're going to do, who you're going to forgive. What's done is done, and it's horrible.
Can I say something?
Yes,
Steve?
you can.
She has another child, and if she was popping pills the night before, what's to say that she won't be neglectful for this one now? That's why he's in my care, because I don't know. The test results
Well,
is
if he's
gonna
in your
prove
care,
it.
then you know nothing's going to happen because you have him. Were you under the influence of prescription drugs the day your son died? She admitted that she took drugs the day before, but this is asking you the day of. You were asked, were you under the influence of prescription drugs the day your son died? You answered no. Were you under the influence of any illegal drugs the day your son died? Again, you answered no. Were you under the influence of alcohol the day your son died? Were you?
No.
Did you intentionally cause your baby's death?
No.
Did you accidentally cause your baby's death?
No.
In your heart, you believe you didn't.
I mean, yeah.
Yes. Did you cause your baby's death due to neglecting the baby?
No.
And you answered no. And the results for your lie detector test, Jasmine, is that you told the truth.
I'm so sorry.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too.